today I thought we could do a get to know me video. So, my voice. I have written a little list here, just some random questions that I thought of, and I will go through them. In the meantime, I have found some little things around the room to tap on and try to make some good sounds with. And you can find out the rest of these triggers as you go along, because we're going to get straight into it. Now, according to my notes about me. So, as you guys might be able to tell from my accent, I am Australian. Sometimes people tell me that I sound a little bit English. Sometimes people say I sound Kiwi. I think it really just depends what word I'm saying. Especially I find with these ASMR videos, when I whisper, I tend to sound a little bit more English, especially my book reading videos. If you haven't checked them out, just visit our channel, scroll down and you'll see I posted them a few weeks ago. But yeah. So I'm Australian. However, my family is across the world. As you know, my brother Adam lives in Norway, and the rest of my family just spread all over. My favourite colour is yellow. My favourite colour is yellow. It was blue, and don't get me wrong, I love blue. But in recent years, I've just really found the appeal to yellow. For all my people there that like yellow, like, I understand. Not like yellow like the shirt colour that you wore to primary school, like in your face bright, like I mean like like almost like turmeric-y, like rusty sort of yellows, like orangey yellows and mustards and things like that. Now, for work, some of you may be wondering, what do I actually do with myself when I'm not making these videos? Well, I recently started a job as a trainee. That sounds really good. Yeah, I really recently started a new job. I was making coffees for a few years and doing odd jobs. I helped put in shark barriers. Well, just one actually. It was just a short-term thing. I've worked with blue gums and like there's a kind of tree. I've had my own house cleaning business. But now some of you might click off when I say what I do for work. And don't be alarmed, it's not as bad as you think. But I work with sewer dogs barking. I work with sewer. Yes, that's right. Human fecal matter. And I won't go into too much detail because this video is for your relaxation, not for your absolute disgust. That's right. Just drop my lid. Yeah, so I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm having so much fun. And don't worry, they provide all of the PPE so that I stay protected and clean. And I have never been so more hygienic than I am now. Moving on, because I don't really want to spend too much time on that. And I'm sorry guys if you can hear some airplanes or cars or dogs barking. I will try my best to edit them out, but sometimes I get distracted with my own conversation and I don't realise until I'm editing that there was like, right now, like an airplane driving past. Moving on. What are my hobbies? So there's a dog outside my room. So my hobbies. My number one hobby would be surfing, of course. I love surfing. I've been surfing in some format for the last 11 years, pretty much since I left high school. I tried learning before that, but I didn't really stick with it because of school. But now, you know, after school with all this time, I love it. I love it. It's what I live for every weekend. If I get opportunities during the week. I actually started off surfing on my paddleboard. That's what really got me to take off. Excuse the pun. Because, you know, you're already standing up, and one day I was just paddling and I just paddled into a little 1 foot wave. It was tiny. But I had so much fun. I was like, oh my gosh, I can do that again. And I did. And then I just got addicted immediately. I like surfing so much for many reasons. It's the feeling that it gives you. You just feel like the energy of the wave just pick you up, and you get the momentum, and you can feel the feeling come up through your feet because, you know, you're on the board and you feel it. Oh, so awesome. And it's just a beautiful place to be, like in the ocean, and it's blue, and where I am the water is crystal clear, and yeah, but it's also a really great way to track progress, and it's just something that you can push yourself to get better at, and to try things you've never tried before, and push yourself outside of your comfort zone. That sounds really good. Other hobbies include, let me refer to my list, I like art. I like making these ASMR videos. I like catching up with friends on the weekend or sometimes after work. I like camping or driving. I like fishing. I like going to the beach. I like exploring. I like being outside. And a few people have told me that they think that I have ADHD. And look, maybe I do, maybe I don't, but I kind of find it hard to sit still. So I'm kind of always doing something. Okay. Okay. Moving on to my next question about me. I don't want this to just be about me. Like, maybe we can do a video where maybe down in the comments you can leave your answers to these same questions, and I can get to know who you are. Because at the time of recording this video, I see that we have 178 subscribers. I can't believe it. I'm so stoked. And I know that a lot of viewers of this channel aren't actually subscribed. So really quickly, if you aren't subscribed already and you like watching these videos, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and yeah, it just really helps the channel. And my brother and I really appreciate it. Okay. So moving on, what is my favourite food? I would say bacon, mango, peanut butter, chocolate, bread. I actually cooked myself surf and turf last night, rump steak with a creamy garlic sauce and like just prawns. I've got a thing for prawns at the moment, but yeah, those are my favourite foods. What else do we have on this list? What else do we have? Music. Now, when it comes to music, I am quite eclectic, and yeah, lots of people just tell me that I have really weird music, and I don't take it personally anymore. I used to take it personally when someone would say I have a bad taste in music, but I just know that I don't care, because if I enjoy it, that's all that matters. I like it's a broad spectrum of music. I can listen to some really chill stuff and then some really not chill stuff. But let's start with the chill stuff. I don't know what it's called, but it would be like electro wave, synthy, weirdcore, chill doves. A prime example would be a band called Allison, all uppercase, written like an acronym, like A.L.I. Yeah, whatever. I love them. There's not many songs that they've made that I don't like. That would be a great example. And then moving on, I've recently got into bush trance, which is, it's not drum and bass, but it's like kind of like techno, Like a band example would be Zompax or Fax, Phaxe, I believe. They've got some pretty cool stuff. And I like heavy metal. I like bands like, well, a few Australian ones that I like. Parkway is more like metalcore, but I absolutely love them. Love them. I like Once Human. I like Make Them Suffer. I like. I used to listen to like a lot of Arch Enemy, but I don't listen to her anymore. I don't listen to much of her anymore. There's just so many that I'm like not thinking of. Silosis have a few good songs. Yeah, maybe this can be another whole video talking about music. Okay, favourite items of clothing. Definitely my Ugg boots. It's like a staple, you know, unless it's like summer. And denim shorts. I love me some denim shorts. A funny story. They happen every day, so it's kind of hard. Like people just, you know, people are laughing at me or with me on a daily basis. I don't know, right off the bat, I don't know, when I was a little kid, I tried flushing 4 potatoes down the toilet. I'm sure you have a similar story, right? We're like, oh, where does that go? Yeah, oh, I'm forgetting my triggers. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Let's try the hot water bottle. Okay, so on my list here, something that I feel proud of. I feel proud that a few months ago I stood up on my friend's 6-foot fish surfboard, and as someone who has been surfing paddleboards for years and recently have like transitioned to like, you know, 8-foot longboards, I just feel so proud of myself because I never thought I could get up on a board that small. And you know, after 11 years, yeah, I'm not banished to the longboards for the rest of my life. And to be honest, I think longboarders, you know, I definitely enjoy that, and I think it's such a fun, creative, raw form of surfing where everyone's style looks different, whereas I think what happens with a lot of shortboard riding these days is like, I don't know, the sense of style has been lost. You know, you go back a few decades and people just surfed differently, but now everyone does the same, like drop in, bottom turn, you know, snap off the top, cut back, and they do that like over and over and over and over again. So yeah, I have to promise to you guys that I won't become like that. I'll always keep my goofy style. Something that I regret. I haven't actually written something down for this, so I'm gonna think that we all have regrets. We all have regrets. I regret caring what people thought too much when I was younger. It held me back so much, like even simple things like social gatherings or, you know, when I was younger, I used to struggle a bit more with some eating disorders, and if I was too bloated or full, or, you know, if I was just feeling fat for whatever reason someday, like I just wouldn't go to social events, and I really cared what people thought, and I wouldn't go out in public if I couldn't cover it or whatever. And I regret not caring and just doing it anyway. And through my experience, people don't care. People don't even know. People don't care. And neither should you. You should just go out and do whatever you want. as it's not hurting or harming anyone. And I think I probably could have achieved a bit more and had more experiences if I stopped caring what people thought sooner. Yeah. Okay, moving on. What's one fear? A fear that I have would be big waves. And it's funny because a lot of the people that I surf with, there are other blokes that like are so chill when the waves get big. Like, you know, waves that I would consider big are like small to them. I remember like a few months ago I paddled out somewhere. I won't be giving away any names, but we went to this spot and, you know, normally a 3-foot wave is like, you know, I'm comfortable-ish, you know, and I'll do it. But then a couple of these like 4-foot sets came through. Actually, that's a total lie. I get confused when surfers talk about wave heights, right? Because like 3 feet to me is just under a metre. But apparently when surfers measure, when they measure waves, they measure from the back of the wave. So anyway, this wave, the sets were like 3 feet roughly from the back. So from the front, they were like a bit scary. Actually, yeah, no, they were scary for me. Anyway, and then these 4-foot sets started coming in, and it's a bit of a wedge. Like, it's not like a straight beach wave, it's a wedge. So this thing just like, it started to just like stand up like this, and I was like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness me, where am I gonna go? And I paddled over the top of it, and anyway, so here's me, little Kendal, just like panicking but wearing a smile. And I just told myself today, like that day, I'm just gonna go out and get like 1 wave or 2 waves, that's all, and then I'm going in and I'll be proud of myself. And I did. I got 2 waves. I didn't get any barrels, but I just went on the base on my bodyboard, and they were just so chill. The blokes were just like, this is like a small day for this spot. Like, we're chilling. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop it there because this is like already a 25 or 30 minute video. So thank you very much for joining me and getting to know me a little bit more. We can definitely do more videos like this. If you guys have any questions for me that I didn't get to today, anything, or yeah, make sure you drop a comment below what your thoughts. Maybe you've got your own answers to these questions yourself, and we can get to know you guys a little bit as well. So yeah, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We really want to grow this little almost family, and yeah, we will see you in another video.